It's Ani and
Elliot,
and we want to share with you tonight what organ donation did for our family. So our amazing donor named
Tommy, he was so nice and he donated 2 lungs to my dad and had 2 more years with us. And he helped us a lot.
Awesome dad, and I hope you guys, when you get yours or if you even have your license, hope you guys become a donor. Just checking that box makes a home run. But it also makes a touchdown. You guys got this, little Hawks, right, El?
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna get at least 40 touchdowns.
And if you don't, it's still amazing. You guys play like a rock star. See you there at the Little Hawks game.
The first thing that I said is it's so nice to be able to breathe. The next thing I remember is them wanting me to stand up, and I was so weak that I couldn't stand or do anything. Everything was difficult. Everything was difficult to do. I mean, you don't realize how much strength you lose while laying in a hospital bed for 35 days. My name is Steve Shank. I was born in Iowa City, Iowa with a rare disease called albinism. I was born legally blind. The doctors told my parents they didn't know if I could see at all. The sports I played in high school was I was a football player, which I thought I was pretty good at, and then I wrestled. Which I was okay at, not as good. I did play football at college also for 4 years. I started biking a lot. I like to do long bike rides, which some people think I'm crazy, but I do like to ride 100 miles in one day. And this bike ride was terrible. I had to stop 3 times to rest, which is unusual for me, and just could not catch my breath.
We went to see a pulmonologist at the University of Iowa. And we sat down and she said, look, at this x-ray, about 1/3 of Steve's lungs are scarred. His fingers were turning blue, and every time he would stand up, he would desat. And he was admitted to the ICU through emergency care, and they ordered the transplant evaluation. And he had as much oxygen as they could pump into him, and he barely held on for those 2 weeks. Each day was, will Steve make it through this day and be in contention? Will he still be eligible to get lungs at the end of this day? Will something go wrong? The ICU doc walked into our room and said, we have an OR time, 4 a.m., this is happening. Then after the surgeons told us how well the surgery went and what young, perfect lungs that Steve was gifted. So the first few days I just looked through the ICU glass and would watch his chest go up and down with these new lungs.
Not to be able to take a step, not be able to sit up in bed on your own, learning all that stuff over again is crazy.
PT person would come in the room and there'd be like 6 staff around us holding different tubes and drains. And
are you a Cubs fan?
A PT session would consist of him sitting up and dangling in his bed, or at the end he was able to stand for 2 minutes, and that was a workout, and then he would crash for 2 hours. There was something innately in Steve, this drive, that I don't think most people have, where he would do what he was told, and he would work out as hard as he could, and he would push his body to keep moving, so he could wait for lungs. Steve left the hospital 79 days after he had checked in.
We can't thank the donating family enough in that not only did they lose a loved one, but the fact that they gave us a second chance at life, which is absolutely amazing.
Steve has taken this baton as lungs and is going to run with it and honor it. And we're so thankful that he checked the box and decided to donate and give life to Steve.
The biggest thing that we've learned from this is about organ donation. So please, everybody out there, help us in supporting organ donation and getting the word out there about organ donation. Thing to think about if you have little ones under the age of 18 is that even though they check the box, your parents still have the final decision. So you must communicate to your parents that you want to be an organ donor.
Logan's Law allows hunter and fishermen, when they receive their license each year, to choose to become an organ donor. And this just gives them one more avenue to sign up to be an organ donor. It encompasses who he was. You know, he was such an outdoorsman. He was such an avid fisherman, a hunter. And this just allows those individuals to be able to sign up to be an organ donor just like he did. One of the things that he lived by, and one of the things that we wrote on his headstone, was #character. It's what you do when no one's watching. And it talks about who you are. And this would have been it is a defining moment for him. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I know people we have met who chose not to be organ donors. And there's more regret there than anything because of that decision. Especially since they've been able to share our story and see the connection we've made with our families and the relationships that we've built with the people that are our new family members. They wish they had that. And instead, they mourn the loss of their loved one, and they don't get to see that hope or have that silver lining on the other side.
This process has brought us greater closure than you can ever expect.
Give yourself that hope, the hope that we had, the hope that we have every single day. Life.
Love.
Legacy.
Mark, yes.